Hello, everybody, and welcome to Enjoy English. I am Shane.
Hi, I'm Bernice.
And hey, we are doing day 2 of Turtle Island, the great rock of Yilan County. We learned a lot of interesting facts. It's inspired me to want to go take a trip there. And we are going to learn more about it today.
我们今天的 Day 2呢，因为我们在 Day 1已经知道了原来龟山岛是一个活火山，而且呢，它也有人曾经居住在上面，然后曾经又被禁止，现在又开放了。然后它上面有这么多的奇景，所以确实 Shane 老师要去看一下了。
对，你也要啊。
好啦，我也会去啦。
OK， 我们一起去。
好的，没问题，就这么说定了。It's a deal.
Okay, let's get into the article.
好的。
Turtle Island, the great rock of Yilan County. Just like the main island of Taiwan, Turtle Island is a place where the mountains meet the ocean. One of the biggest attractions on Turtle Island is the Milk Sea. It is a distinct area of turquoise water near the turtle's head. It is the result of hot spring water rising from the seabed and mixing with the dark blue seawater. There are also whale watching tours around the island. On the tour, visitors have the opportunity to spot various dolphin and whale species. On the island, an old 800-meter-long military tunnel leads to a huge gun pointing out to the sea. Other man-made structures include Putuoyan Temple and the remains of an abandoned village. Those who enjoy hiking can climb the 401 Highland Trail to the highest point of the island. There, they will be rewarded with magnificent views and a chance to see rare plants and animals. From boat rides around the island to hikes to the mountaintop, there are so many things to do on and around the island. Turtle Island of Yilan County is a treasure that you won't want to miss.
Okay, so just like the main island of Taiwan, Turtle Island is a place where the mountains meet the ocean.
Wow.
Yeah, that is one of the most impressive things about Taiwan, I think, is just you have the mountain, and then right from the mountains, you just go right to the ocean. And yeah, there's so many breathtaking and beautiful places to go and see the ocean from the mountains. I really love that.
没错，所以我们台湾的这个地形的关系，我们四面环海，所以常常可以看得到这样的一个状况，就是说呢，他说就像我们台湾本岛一样，这一个龟山岛呢，它就是山跟海交汇的 meet，就是他们两个人会见到面，会互相交汇的这个地点。
Okay, one of the biggest attractions on Turtle Island is the Milk Sea.
Yeah, Milk Sea. I love milk.
Yeah, you too?
Yes, I drink milk every day.
I drink a lot of milk. Yeah, I'm like definitely a milk fan. Ooh, okay, so the Milk Sea. It sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah. 对，所以他说这里面龟山岛有一个很主要的景点，就是它有一个牛奶海。
牛奶海，
你可以跳进去喝很多的牛奶，
so
应该是不能喝的。
我不建议你喝。It is a distinct area of turquoise water near the turtle's head. So it's actually turquoise water. I would think since it's called Milk Sea, that it would be like white. It would look like just milk. But in fact, it's turquoise, which is kind of like a blue-green color. You know,
青绿色。
Yeah, very beautiful.
对，所以我们刚才以为所谓的牛奶海应该就是像牛奶一样白色的啊，结果不是。他说呢，它其实呢，它是一个 distinct 这个字就是指呢非常独特的、非常 very different 很不一样的一个地区，对。然后它是一个青绿色的这样的一个海域，那它是主要的地方是靠近那个海龟头的地方。
Yeah, near the turtle's head. Because it's not really a turtle. It's not really a turtle's head. So that's why we'll put this in quotes. Turtle's head.
对，为什么放这个 quote？ 就是因为它不是真的是海龟，所以就是说，我们称呼它这样子。
Right, exactly. It is the result of hot spring water rising from the seabed and mixing with the dark blue seawater. Wow, interesting. Okay, so it's coming all the way from the seabed and mixing in with the dark blue seawater, which makes it kind of turquoise. So maybe it is kind of a milky color, which is kind of changing the dark blue to a turquoise.
对，所以可能它真的原本就是牛奶的颜色，只是他说它跟深蓝色的海水嘛，它们混合在一起的，所以就变成有点青绿的感觉。所以他就说 ，it is the result 就是你最后的那个结果。他说它的结果是什么呢？就是说呢，它的这个温泉的水，然后 rising 上升了，然后从它的海床上升，然后呢再去 mixing 去 blend blend 混合了，然后之后呢跟这个所谓的 dark 深蓝色的这个海水混合在一起，所以才会形成青绿色。
Are you a fan of hot springs?
Yeah, right. Of course.
Yeah, do you go to hot springs often? Quite often? And so not just to go there and look around, but you actually do
I'll actually go there to
bathe in the hot springs.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
我还蛮喜欢北投的温泉的。
Yeah, I've been many times, but I haven't been in quite a while.
Oh.
Yeah, I think because hot springs are so hot.
That's why it calls hot spring.
In Taiwan, is always so hot that I don't necessarily want to get inside of a hot spring. But in the winter is a nice time to go.
对，因为对于他们来讲，可能比较不会太冷。台湾的冬天没有那么冷啊。
Yeah. Okay. So continuing along, there are also whale watching tours around the island.
Wow.
Yeah, so watching whales, we call that whale watching.
没错。所以你也可以在这个岛屿的周围可以赏鲸，对不对？所以它叫做 whale watching tours， 就是它那个导览，你也可以呢去参加。
Yeah, I've seen the whale watching tours from Yilan. They offer these tours to go whale watching, and I just never have taken the opportunity to do it, but I think now I'm going to take a tour, whale watching, and then go right over to Turtle Island.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great. Have you ever been whale watching before?
No.
Oh, I have. I've been whale watching before. It's really cool. They're just so big. And when you're that close up to a whale,
but sometimes we don't have the chance to see so many dolphins, whales.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing, on the tour, visitors have the opportunity to spot various dolphin and whale species. So being able to see dolphins and whales.
Dolphin, cute, lovely. 所以在这样的导览途中呢，我们的游客呢，当然就有这样的机会可以 spot 就是可以亲眼看得到这些各式各样的这个海豚啦，还有这些鲸鱼的种类。
Yeah, I was in the Navy on a big ship. It was an aircraft carrier.
Wow, 是可以载飞机的那一种。
And we were in the middle of the ocean, and I was in an airplane at the very front of the ship. So you can imagine I'm very high up, and all I can see in front and on my sides is just ocean everywhere. And suddenly, out of nowhere, came probably 2 or 3 pods of dolphins. I mean,
2-3群的
hundreds of dolphins just going choo, choo, choo.
我们实在没有这个机会可以看到这么多。
Next to the boat. So, it's something so magical about watching dolphins jumping in the water. So, if you have an opportunity to do this, like somewhere so close to Taiwan, you definitely have to take this opportunity. Okay, why don't we take a short break and we'll be back in a moment.
好的。
Okay, so we've got this beautiful turquoise water. You know, you can see whales, you can see dolphins. Man, it sounds like a really cool place to go. Okay, let's see what else is on the island.
好的。
On the island, an old 800-meter long military tunnel leads to a huge gun pointing out to the sea. Wow, okay, so there's a really long tunnel, 800-meter long tunnel.
因为它曾经是军事管制区嘛
Right.
所以会看到这些东西也很正常的。所以在这个岛上面呢，他说有一个隧道 tunnel 就是隧道，这个隧道呢大约有800公尺这么长的一个隧道。那这个隧道呢，你走过去的时候，它会通往到一个很大的一个 huge gun， 就是我们那种巨炮，很大的一个巨炮。然后这个巨炮是 point out， 是向外这样子指出去的，指向大海的一个巨炮，就是伫立在那边。
Yeah, I imagine it was used there because of the military trying to protect the island, right?
Okay,
so it's probably a good place to be because you are on a small island a little bit away from the mainland. So if you have someone trying to attack you, you would need big guns.
没错。
Okay. Other man-made structures include the Putuoyen Temple and the remains of an abandoned village. Okay, so there's a temple there. We say man-made structures, so as opposed to just structures that are just formed by nature, like rocks or things. These are things that were made by people.
没错。
Okay, so
所以我们看到这个 man-made， 前面用一个名词，后面加了一个 pp， 就是表示这个东西呢是 be made by 什么什么人。好，所以他就说呢，另外呢，在龟山岛这边呢，还有一些这个特殊的这个景点呢，就是它有一个人造的一个建筑物哈。那这个建筑物里面呢，就包含有一个 temple， 好，但是它的中文是翻普陀岩，但它就是一个寺庙。那另外还有一个叫 remains 就是它的一些遗迹，好，那是什么的遗迹呢？是一个 abandoned village， 是一个已经遗弃的村庄，然后可能它还有一些什么门啊、窗户啊那些家具还在那边，所以呢，它那个遗迹也在那边，所以你到了这一个人造的这个建筑物里面，你就可以看得到了。
yeah, so we use remains. We know when we say that something remains. Like if I were to ask you, we have 5 cookies and I take away 2, how many remain? You would say 3 cookies remain. So here, probably because of the weather, because of time, things have been taken away from those structures. So what's left, we call those the remains.
对，所以这个 remains 就是指剩下来的那些东西。
Exactly. Okay. Those who enjoy hiking can climb the 401 Highland Trail to the highest point of the island. Oh, okay. So I wonder, is it called the 401 or the 401? Both are okay. When you're reading this number, you could say 401, you could say 401, you could say 401. They're all
所以他就是说讲到这个健行的。喜欢爬一爬、走一走，像 Bernice 老师一样，我也是很喜欢这样走一走的。所以如果对你很喜欢 hiking 的人呢，你就试着爬上去呢。它有一个步道叫做401的一个高地步道。那这个步道呢，是这一个龟山岛上面的制高点，就是这个龟山最高的那个点。
There, they will be rewarded with magnificent views and a chance to see rare plants and animals.
Wow.
I could imagine that there would be magnificent views from there. I think the coolest thing would be to kind of be a little bit away from the mainland and from there be able to look back at the mainland and kind of see some of the shape of the island of Taiwan. I think that would be really neat.
没错，好，所以他说呢，你如果真的跑到那个制高点登上之后呢，they 就是指这些登山客，喜欢登山的人呢，就会 be rewarded with，就是指呢，你会获得什么样的奖赏呢？你的奖赏呢，就是你可以看得到 magnificent，就是非常壮观的 spectacular，spectacular tacular 这些壮观的景色，并且你还有机会呢，可以去看看它这个岛上面有一些 rare 就是很稀有的，你平常不太会看得到的一些植物啦、动物啦，都可以看得到。
Yeah, we could also use the word rare when we're talking about meat, for example.
牛排。
Yeah, you'll say if it's not cooked or something is not cooked, we say that it's rare.
没错，生的。
Right. All right, why don't we take a short break and we'll be right back.
好的。
Well, it looks like there are a lot of things to appreciate about Turtle Island.
真的。
From what I've known of Turtle Island until today is basically it's just a rock that kind of looks like a turtle that I see every time that I go to Yilan. And now I know that actually it has interesting history, it's got interesting geography, it's got interesting... I didn't know it was a volcano either.
Yeah, 我也不知道，原来它是一个活火山。
So what an interesting place to take a visit. Someplace so close if you're living in Taipei, too.
没错。
You can get there in just a couple hours.
Yes.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, let's continue the reading. From boat rides around the island to hikes to the mountaintop, there are so many things to do on and around the island. Yeah, they didn't mention here, so we know that you can take a boat ride and we know you can go hiking. I'm quite interested to know if there is scuba diving. Although I'm not a scuba diver, but it seems like, you know, being able to scuba dive under water where there is an active volcano would be pretty spectacular.
对，所以 Shane 老师想要深潜下去看看下面的活火山的这个活动，不知道有没有啦。
Yeah, I just feel like
不晓得会不会有这样的活动，或许吧，我在想可能会有，对不对
？Probably.
对，因为它已经有这么多的活动了，比如说他这边就讲了，你可以搭船，然后呢，你也可以在这个登山健行到它的山顶去。那这个地方呢，确实有很多的东西，我们可以不管是上这个岛，或者是 around， 所以on and around 就是 on 就是 on the island around the island， 好，你很多事情好很多活动都可以从事的。
Yeah, or at least snorkeling.
对，至少可以这个就是潜水。
Yeah, at least that. Okay, Turtle Island of Yilan County is a treasure that you won't want to miss. Yeah, so it is a treasure. A treasure is something that you find and is very valuable, right? We know that pirates go after treasure. We think of money and things like that, but there are a lot of natural treasures, and one of them is Turtle Island.
对，所以他就讲了，所以在这个宜兰县的龟山岛呢，就是它就像一个 treasure， 像个宝藏一样，你要自己去把它挖出来，去看它，去欣赏它。所以确实呢，是一个你呢不容错过的一个珍宝。
Yes. Okay, well, that's all the time we have for Turtle Island. That's 2 days of lots of interesting information, and if you've never been to Turtle Island and you're not convinced that you should go now, there's something wrong with you.
下面有报名专线 ，Shane 老师跟我要一起去，报名专线在下面，请大家一起来哟。
Okay, that's all we have time for. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.